Was there any?
Was there any?
No, there wasn't. A little bit. I think it was a good wicket. Obviously, a wicket that Sunrisers know very well. It's a haven for big scores, and I think it played a little bit differently than a lot of people expected. So, yeah, nice to see any team kind of 4 or 5 down in the power play. So it was, good feeling. I think, early wickets is the wish of any team, really. We know what early wickets does in the power play, puts pressure on oppositions. I thought Classy batted very nicely. Obviously, got them into a good position to get a respectable score. But if you told us we were going to keep them to 144 as we got off the bus, I think any team would have taken that. So yeah.
What sort of an influence does Rohit Sharma batting last moment have in that team?
Look, I think the whole side, the whole Mumbai Indians squad possesses some world-class players, and obviously Rohit needs no introduction in that regard. I'm sure everyone wants to be contributing at some points, but Rohit's doing a fantastic job of late and playing nicely just at the right time. So he's going to play a huge role for us in the remaining part of the season. I think you just need to be prepared for any role. Any time at Rajasthan, I was prepared to bowl at any stage of the match. And I've been lucky enough to play 10 IPL seasons where it hasn't always been the same recipe every time. So I think the first thing is you got to always want the ball. This tournament's such a big tournament. You're coming up against the best players, and as I said in the post-match kind of press conference, it's always a big desire for me to take on the best players. And I think having that mindset of wanting the ball and wanting to take on the big players is always a good start.
The pitch is how highest pace per pitch. The bowlers, how your bowlers are restricted. So it's the highest scoring pitch.
Yeah, like I said, I think we expected it to be a high-scoring match. It looked like a good surface. There wasn't much grass on it. It's quite a dry wicket. But I think the new ball stood up a little bit for both teams in the power play, I think. I just managed to put some pressure on, take some catches, and as I said before, to take early wickets, kind of 2 or 3 down is always a good start, but to get 4 was an even better start.
Now, you have come to the 3rd spot. How do you look at the campaign now? Are you confident? Now you're in 3rd spot.
It's funny how quickly things change, isn't it? It's a long tournament. Momentum wasn't on our side to start with, but to turn it around to have 4 wins in a row was the focus, just to get a bit of momentum, bit of rhythm. Guys playing nice cricket at certain points, and we're not going to look too far ahead. It can quickly change, so looking forward to getting back home, playing in some conditions that we know pretty well, but there's a long way to go in this tournament.
You have played under Rohit and you've been right on and Hardik. Can you elaborate the differences in captaincy?
Between Rohit and Hardik? I haven't played under Hardik for 5 years, but Hardik's a passionate cricketer, obviously very skillful, and he's a great leader. I think he leads from the front. He's a great communicator, and he's one of my favourite Indian cricketers. So to get the chance to play underneath him is a great experience. So I'm really enjoying the time. There's some great players in there. Obviously Bumrah needs no introduction either, so it's great to be having ball back in hand with him. Thank you, guys.
Well, I think we obviously, the toss was important. We wanted to bowl first because of the conditions. Vastly different wicket to the previous ones. I mean, I think we discussed that it's a 280, 250 wicket, so conditions changed dramatically, and so to be able to get that assessment early around what a past score was is obviously difficult. And so when you go in there early on, you're trying to obviously maximise that power play, and unfortunately we weren't able to, and we kept losing wickets. And I think once we realised that the surface wasn't what we anticipated, then we needed to build towards that sort of 180 score, and that unfortunately is difficult to do when you're 24 for 4 after the power play. I mean, Klaasen and Abhinav played a wonderful partnership and took some responsibility to try and get a score, but it wasn't enough.
The campaign from this stage?
Well, I think, IPL's been going a long time, and there's been a lot of teams find themselves in this situation, and there's been a few teams that have been able to resurrect their seasons. And you look back to RCB last year after a difficult start. So if we can take some inspiration, it's from a team like them. Mumbai's done it on a few occasions, but ultimately it's going to take one performance, and we just haven't been able to put a collective performance together, bar the two games that we've won. So we're going to have to improve dramatically in all three facets.
Just a guideline actually, because after going for the ranking, was there any discussion that in the power play you have to score more, and it is earlier done by Head and Abhishek, but selection of the balls was wrong there, or the more pressure happened after getting out of the toss?
The selection of the what? Sorry, the selection of the shots.
Selection of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said then, once we got through that maybe 2 overs, the assessment was that it was not the 250, 260 wicket that this has been the last couple of games, and we obviously went out of depth. The dismissal of Ishan is obviously disappointing, and that puts pressure on everyone coming in. And when you're in a power play situation, you still want to try and maximise those two fielders out. So there's still some emphasis or onus on the batsmen that are there to try and score some runs. And today was very unfortunate that they couldn't get it done.
So there have been conversations adapting to the conditions for this and then after the batting dropping. So where do you think, despite trying to adapt, things are going wrong, like a question bowler patterns again?
No, I think it's just that. I think understanding what a good scorer is, what a pass scorer is, and being able to set that up. And I think we obviously, Travis and Abby, when they go, they're very aggressive and they take the game on, and it's led to a lot of success for us. And when they don't succeed, then it's the responsibility of the other batsmen, and potentially that's what we haven't had this season around the ability for partnerships, for one or two guys to step up in certain games. We got 2 today, but it was just a little bit too late for us.
So what do you think, where is he?
We obviously see him important. The away surfaces in Chennai and Ahmedabad in particular, where he's had so much success, I think he'll be of real value for us.